I'm not good. But I will still share this vlog.
You may have seen this particular note on one of my recent budgeting videos, and this is all I was going to share with you guys, but I decided to keep all of the good, but also include the bad and even the ugly, from broken ankles to death even in my family. So it's hard to discuss these things sometimes, so I decided to share it. And I'm going to start with the good. Beginning on July 11th, everything was fine leading up until my cousin passed.
It's time to get our itinerary together, and I have papers everywhere because I like to have my stuff in order and ready to go and know where I'm going when. I had to go ahead, and we have 18 more days before we go to New York. And so I just sent a pickup and drop off request to the driver that I trust in New York. They have a transport company where, I just trust their services. But anywho, if you're ever in New York and need one, then I suggest T. Garvin. I would have to, is Runner Airport. The name of their business is Runner Airport. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm about to start packing my suitcases, or seeing what's going to go inside of my suitcases. I also need to go ahead and get the airport parking situated and paid for. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done now. I was going to wait, but I think I better go ahead and do it now. I had budgeted $60, but I didn't realize I had some points I could redeem. So $51. Hey! Since we planning on checking some luggage this time, I may be able to get away with packing just a little bit more. So I'm going to try to put together some outfits first, and then I'm going to put together just like casual lounge around stuff and stuff that I may wouldn't like. I want to take my hat. I want to take both my hats, but I'm gonna have to figure out a strategic way to pack all this stuff and take just one bathing suit. Not too much, but I'm about to get it together, and I still only want to take 2 bags. Like, I don't want to take a whole bunch of bags, but I want to take stuff that matters. And then I gotta take my shoes. I only want to take about 3 pair of shoes, which I'll have 4 because I'll be going to the airport in one of them. I'm gonna wear my Hokas to the airport. They're the most comfortable walking shoes, so that'll be best. But this is what I got so far. I gotta go in there and get my pants that I ordered, and get some shirts that I bought from Old Navy. Was it Old Navy or Gap? I think it was Gap. So yeah, so this is all I got so far. Yeah, I'm tired. I unpacked 0, but I pulled out a lot. I'm tired. I'm still debating on what I want to do with my hair. Do I want to take it all down? Oh. I don't know. Drinking my green tea. I don't know if it's gonna close, y'all. It's packed. Boy, is it stuffed. And I decided to put my loungewear in this rolling suitcase and my shoes. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to take my hats, but I do want to get to take that hat. That's the hat I bought from Temu so I could wear on this vacation. So this one may not make the cut. I don't have. No, I hope I don't have to open this for nothing. Whew. What ain't in here ain't gonna get in here. Oh, I gotta make sure I got my stuff. Yeah, I gotta buy me a luggage tag, another one. But this one is ready. Woo! Okay, this one was not as bad. Alright, so all my personal little stuff is in here. Now for this section, I'm going to put my shoes. And if my hat can, I don't think it's going to close. It's going to match my hat. We're going to have to figure it out. We're going to have to figure it out. My little purse, I think I'm going to wear this because I'm going to have my backpack and I'm going to do a carry-on bag. I'm going to do my 2 carry-ons and my 2 check-in bags. Yeah. When I tell y'all, this is tight. This is really tight. Oh. I'm just gonna do this. Hey you guys, so I am up headed to Atlanta actually because back when I participated in the bartending contest, like cocktail mixer thing in New Orleans during the Super Bowl, part of my gift was to be able to access the I think it was called the 2025. I want to jump right in and apologize if my voice seems to be off from my mouth. I'm not a ventriloquist, I promise, but this is part of the video that I was just going to leave out. I was going to take it out, but I decided to put it back in because I thought that you guys would like to be a part of my experience. But I apologize for my mouth being off from my voice, and that may occur more and more in this video. Sorry. Liquor of the Year awards, and that's where they allow bartenders and owners and different ones who deal in the alcohol industry to taste different vodkas and different liquors and gins and tequilas and mixers and all that. They allow them to taste them, and then they get to vote on what they feel is, you know, top dog of the liquors, quality wise and all of that. So anyway, I was able to participate in that, and that was in May. That happened in May. And so the winner list came out. I do have access to the winners list. I will actually post a link.
In 2 miles, use the right lane to take exit 29.
Here's Siri go again. You know, she don't like to hear nobody else talking but her. But anyway, I will post the link to the top list if you're interested. You may not even be interested in what got chosen or what have you. But anyway, I'm rambling. My point of going to Georgia is the gift box that they are. It comes with some of the winners that I chose. I pre-chose. It's like I chose the winners before I knew who the winners were. And if those particular brands won, then I could get
In a half mile, use the right lane to take exit 29 toward Atlanta.
I could get free bottles of it because I pre-chose, you know, the winners kind of. So there were some that won that I was surprised that won. I didn't choose them, but it's one called Angry Giraffe, and
Use the right lane to take exit 29, then use the right lane to take the I-20 East ramp.
she's gonna say it again. She's got to repeat herself. I know she's gonna say it again.
Use the right lane to take the I-20 East ramp.
I told you. But it's one that I did not choose, and it was called Angry Giraffe.
Continue on I-20 East for 128 miles.
So I've been trying to find Angry Giraffe just to outright purchase, because it's not going to be part of my gift box because I didn't pre-choose that one. And here in the States, the closest place to me that actually is supposed to sell it is in Tennessee. Well, I've called every, and I do mean every liquor store on the Angry Giraffe's list, and they don't have the premium Angry Giraffe vodka in stock. They have, some of them had the caramel, because they have a caramel type too. So some of them had that, but I was wanting the actual plain vodka. And of course, I live in Alabama, and so I can't get it ordered and shipped to me because Alabama don't allow you to have liquor shipped to you. But for right now, I'm headed to Georgia to pick up my gift box. So I'll go up here and pick it up. It's in a place called Alpharetta, and if you are familiar with Georgia, I lived there for 3 years, so yeah, I know about places in Georgia, so I'm familiar with where Alpharetta is. And I'm hoping that I can make it up here, pick up my gift box, and make it back before the rain. It's been drizzling and hinting of rain on and off since I got started this morning. But anywho, I'll catch back up with you when I enter Georgia. Y'all, we are crossing over into
Welcome to Georgia.
the Georgia state line. Yay. And it was 10:07. My clock just changed, so it's 11:07. So I made good timing. So it was 2:85. I needed to get off on towards Chattanooga, Greenville, but I don't miss Georgia traffic. That's the one, it's one of the things I don't miss about Georgia traffic. So now I'm about to have to get off on 75. So I came 285 to 75 and exit off there, and I'm about 19 miles or 21 minutes away from my destination to pick up my gift box.
In a quarter mile, use the right 2 lanes to take the I-75 north exit toward Chattanooga.
I don't know. I think it's saying that I'm here. Looks a little sketchy to me, but I guess this will be a liquor warehouse. I could see that. I could see that. Well, you guys, I did not get kidnapped. As sketchy as it was looking. I had to end up going to a different spot though. Come on over if you're coming. But anyway, my box is really cute. I don't know what's in it just yet, but it's heavy. It is heavy.
Continue on US 278 west for 5 miles.
And so I'm headed back home. I forgot what I was about to say. So my choices were tequila, of course, vodka, and I think I chose rum or bourbon. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But anyway, I will not open my box until I get back to the house. So 3 hours later, it'll be maybe 2 minutes for you guys. If that long. It'll be a split second for you guys, but it'll be 3 hours for me. Okay? I've only been driving for like 16, 17 minutes, somewhere like that. But I'm coming the back roads, getting back to the interstate because of a lot of traffic that I saw when I was coming into Georgia because of an accident they had. And then I looked back on the GPS and there's either another accident or there's the same accident that they still haven't cleared up. So that delayed it for about 20 minutes. So I'm taking like a roundabout way to get back to the interstate to hopefully avoid all that. But in the process, you know, there's no street in Georgia, just about. Well, this, you know, I don't know. Anyway, there's probably no street in Georgia that won't have traffic due to something, construction or something. So I'm currently sitting in construction traffic on a back road. I hope y'all, well, whether y'all do or don't, I'm gonna keep it on. But anyway, my little scarf here I've had on ever since I took my braids out. I've had it on, and it's just been comfortable for me. That's why I have it on, in case you're asking. That's, you know, some people ask themselves questions that they don't get answers to. So just in case you are asking yourself that question, that's the answer. So we're moving right along through. Look at here, look at here. Be prepared to stop. Yeah, always in Georgia on one of these roads, they're gonna be doing something. Ever since I was little and traveling back and forth up this way, they were working on something. I finally see the interstate. Ah, man. I haven't lost any time, but just not seeing the interstate was rough. I had to get me some chicken salad chick, broccoli salad, and the classic Carol. This should hold me till I get home. Well, maybe if I wouldn't have stopped to get some food, I would have made it a little farther without it pouring down raining on me. Ah, I hate driving in the rain. Y'all, it is 8:23, and I am just now making it home. It's dark just now, but it wasn't because I was traveling that whole time. I ended up making a couple other stops and seeing a friend as well, because she was having some issues going on. Just, you know, sometimes you just need to talk to somebody. And so I just happened to be there. I texted her and just said, I'm passing through, just checking on you on my way home. She called and we just started talking. So we decided to meet up, and I ate my chicken salad chick, and she brought her some food, and we just sat in the car and talked. Just sat in the car. But whew, I'm finally entering into my house, and I'm going to show you guys the box, because I actually opened the box with her. And y'all, let me turn some light on. I got my phone light on. Let me turn some light on. I'm gonna get the box out of the car. And like I said, I already opened it because I was telling her the reason why I had to come to Georgia. So she wanted to see, and that helped brighten both of our day. What I'm surprised about is that we didn't crack open not a one. Not a one bottle. We did not crack it open. So hold on just a minute. Let me put this down so I can tote the box appropriately. So this box was sitting in a bigger box, and then the bigger box bag. But when I tell you, these were all in there. I've never heard of this brand, Roberto Cavalli. But this brand is called Nightclub. It's all vodka, and these little miniatures are vodka. And as I walked through their store, I did see some bigger sizes of these, but these are the ones that they gave me in my gift box. Then they gave me some flavored vodkas, veal coconut. I haven't tasted any of these. I have no idea how they taste, what they taste like. Veal vanilla and veal caramel. And I have 2 of each of those. So far, so good, right? My husband is gonna love these. I know he's gonna love that bottle. I know he is. And they gave me 2, like they gave me 2 glasses, 2 of the Super Bowl glasses we had. Now this, you guys, is one of the vodkas that I did pick to win a place. It did win a place. I can't remember what place it won. I think it was best overall for best price or what have you, but it's Vodka Italiana. It's Vodka Italiana, and I only picked this because it was made in Italy. It was made in Italy, and I saw that. I'm a sucker for nice pictures and things, and I saw that, and so out of what I saw in the box, this is the only one that I remember actually choosing that actually won a place. So they gave me 2 bottles of that. Yay! And I just remember it was kind of smooth tasting. I mean, it fit the bill for being from Italy. So that's why I chose it, because I don't know anything about international liquors other than, just tasting them and saying, ooh, I like it. And I don't. These were not part of my testing, so I have no idea how they taste. They gave me a mixer, which is triple sec. Everybody know what triple sec is, but that was part of a promotion. So the card that was in here told why they put the triple sec in here. And they gave me Cruzan aged light rum. Now, I've never tried this brand before, but rum was one of my choices. Remember, I knew I had vodka, I knew I had tequila, rum was one of my choices. Remember, I knew I had vodka, I knew I had tequila, and I knew I had chose one other one, and I did not know which one. So it makes sense that I chose light rum, because I do have a couple cocktails that I like to make with light rum. So they gave me that one. They also gave me a red wine. I have not heard of this before, A3, but it's Cabernet Sauvignon A3. Haven't heard of that, but so I can't wait. I never heard of this one, so I really can't wait to try it. A3, never heard of it, but I chose red wine instead of white wine on my card that they made me fill out. Now this last one, that's all that's in my box. Box is empty. This last one, y'all, I am so happy about, because not only is it tequila, it's Reposado, but this is Matthew McConaughey and his wife. I forget her name. We looked it up, but I forget her name. But this is him and his wife's. They founded this brand. Now, the one that they had in Louisiana was the silver tequila. It wasn't this. So I have not tasted this one, and I didn't, but this wasn't one that I would vote on, but they had it there for tasting or using for your cocktail. And I actually used the silver one in one of my cocktails. And when they told me that it was Matthew McConaughey's brand, I like McConaughey. That's what I call him. I said, oh, McConaughey in this? That's what I call him, So I do want to try the dark, and it's 100% agave. So it's a little sweeter than just the regular tequila that's mixed with a lot of stuff. It's organic in that it has no additives or none of that type of stuff in it. So I love that for this. But yeah, this is my little collection, y'all, that I got for free. Supposed to be valued at $250. I don't know, but because I don't know what anything costs. I mean, I never buy this big size of triple sec unless I'm having a margarita party. So I don't buy this big of a triple sec. But there it is, you guys. Yay. Anywho, that's it, you guys. I'm about to go take a shower and turn in for the night. It's past my bedtime. Yup. Hey, y'all. I am up, about to head to McDonald's to grab me some oatmeal. Since my cholesterol is up, slightly elevated, I'm going to get back on my oatmeal eating habit in the morning. I had kind of slacked off on that because I thought I was feeling good and I was doing good, but as I heard the birds this morning, it reminded me also that, birds wake up happy every day. They sing, they joyful
but they still take care of themselves by eating their berries and whatever it is that they eat to stick to their healthy routine. They don't know. They don't have emotions and sensibilities like us humans do, but listen at them singing and chirping. So yeah, got to get back on that so I can get this cholesterol in order and hopefully just keep it in order this time. Headed to Mickey D's. So on this gift card, I still have $4.39 on it. I try to keep all my receipts with it so I'll know what my balances are, but sometimes it may not go that easy. But anywho, I didn't have to spend any cash. I still haven't gotten my hair done, but I did take the flexi rods out. But I'm just, yep. So to pause it right here, if you could only read what was going on through my mind, I definitely didn't expect what was to come, but I definitely knew what we had been through this past few days. My sister fell in her shower, hit her head. We panicked out of this world. We left our car at the hospital that day with her because I got back to my truck. It would not crank with the key. The key had somehow came loose. It disassembled itself. So we had to leave our truck there, which is currently there now. So by the time you see this video, it would have been there maybe 5 days already. We have to order a new key from BMW, $580. One key, $580, because the person that said that they could fix our disassembled key ended up not being able to do so. So, like I said, we had been through quite a bit up to this point. Decided to make me a nice little healthy snack, cucumbers and vinegar with a little salt and a little pepper. Nope, you're not seeing things. Ended up back at the ER at the emergency room because I fell down some stairs and literally heard my ankle crack. Literally heard it crack. Out with some crutches.
Can we get this foot up on the thing? There we go.
Okay. And thank goodness it's not as bad as I thought, but it's bad. How am I going on vacation like this? So as I sat and drank turmeric tea, I just sat and reminisced over what the doctor at the ER told me. I may not need surgery due to the type of fracture I had. It is so painful. And they included this diagram in my paperwork. Y'all, it hurt. Normal things that you do every day can turn into a disaster. As I was filming that recap part, something happened. I want to replay it. And, it could turn into an emergency situation. So, you just have to prepare. Yeah, so at that very moment, as I was recording a recap, saying how we need to prepare for things, I received a message about my younger cousin who lost her battle with cancer at just that moment. And, no matter how you try to prepare for things, I'm sorry, it just don't often work. So I tried to sit over the next few days just to recap what was going on, think about things that I could get done, things I could do something about, how I could comfort the family. But y'all, it's hard. It's hard. She's the first cousin on my dad's side to pass away. So that makes it even more difficult for us who are close to her in age. We're all close in age. I'm older than her, but it was difficult. It was. So you sit and you recap and you recap and you go over the same thing in your mind over and over and over again. And some type of way you have to gain light out of things that has happened, You can't make excuses for them. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. You just deal with it. It was actually at this point I stopped my recapping video and I was about to try to share a message of comfort to anyone, but I couldn't think of anything at the moment. So every time I try to get it out, nothing would come out.